Some people don't want to be saved because being broken is the only way they feel alive. They hide behind smiles, behind jokes, behind masks, and sometimes the world never notices. Today, we explore the story of Arthur Fleck, the man behind the Joker. We will uncover what he knew about human nature, society, pain, and neglect, and what we didn't. This is a journey into the darkness that most people avoid looking at, a story of isolation, of struggle, and of the thin line between sanity and chaos. Arthur Fleck is more than a clown, more than a comedian. He is a mirror reflecting the invisible. Every laugh hides a cry for help. Every gesture conceals loneliness. He walks through crowded streets, unseen, while the world rushes by. People pass, lost in their own lives, unaware of the silent suffering around them. And this is the world Arthur faces every day, a city alive, but indifferent to those it overlooks. In his diary, Arthur writes the things he cannot say aloud. Each page is a confession, each word a silent scream. The lines between humor and pain blur. Laughter becomes survival, masking emptiness, concealing despair. The Joker teaches us that appearances are deceiving. We often laugh to hide truths from the world, or sometimes from ourselves. And yet, pain never fully disappears. It lingers beneath the surface, shaping the choices we make. Look closer at the crowd around you. They are everywhere, yet Arthur feels alone. Society ignores the fragile, the broken, the ones who do not conform. Each glance overlooked, each gesture ignored, adds weight to his isolation. This is a warning. Invisibility can turn into chaos if ignored too long. The world's indifference is not harmless. It leaves scars that sometimes fester into unexpected consequences. Arthur sees his reflection, but he also sees the reflection of all who are unnoticed. The mirror becomes a threshold, a confrontation between self and society. He studies his expressions, the mask of the clown, the painted smile, and sees the pain behind it. This reflection is more than vanity. It is understanding, realization, transformation. Through his own eyes, he begins to grasp how society shapes him, how rejection and neglect forge the man he is becoming. The city is alive, but it does not care. Neon lights flicker, reflecting in puddles and wet streets. Skyscrapers rise, traffic hums, lives continue, and yet Arthur is invisible. This is the harsh reality he faces. The Joker knew this. Survival often requires masking pain or embracing the chaos that society breeds. His story is extreme, but the lesson is universal. Neglect creates consequences. Indifference creates pain, and invisibility can create monsters on the stairs, sitting alone. Arthur contemplates the choices that shaped his life. He reflects on moments of despair, on times when the world's neglect seemed unbearable. We all face moments when circumstances feel insurmountable. What separates those who fall from those who rise is perspective, empathy, and sometimes intervention. Arthur's isolation teaches us about resilience, about the costs of neglect, and about the fragile balance between sanity and madness. Raindrops streak the glass, each one a silent witness to the indifference around him. Isolation is not always loud. Sometimes it whispers, soft as rain tapping on a window. Yet every small act of neglect adds weight, shaping the person who bears it. The Joker reminds us to notice, to empathize, to observe the unseen before tragedy unfolds. Even in chaos, there is rhythm. Arthur dances alone, his movements expressive, filled with meaning. Each step, each sway, tells the story of pain, frustration, and a search for understanding. Art, movement, expression, these become his tools to survive what words cannot convey. Watching him, we realize that even in despair, there are ways to communicate, to connect, to be seen. The Joker knew what we didn't. Neglect has consequences. Indifference can create monsters, and society's blind eye is never without effect. But a story holds a mirror to ourselves. How often do we ignore the pain around us? How often do we fail to notice those who suffer quietly? Reflection is the first step toward empathy, toward understanding, and toward action. If this story resonates, look closer at those around you. The unseen are not invisible. They are waiting to be noticed. Arthur Fleck may be fictional, but the lessons are real. They knew what we didn't. Until now, pause, observe, empathize, and remember, every unnoticed soul matters. Subscribe to explore more hidden truths behind the screen, and never underestimate the silent stories around you.